Then what I'm going to be telling you about is when we think about that facility in ARIA, what we are thinking of, what we are expecting, and what you can do on your own. I think Marcus already mentioned today that there is quite a lot of changes in ARIA that you can do yourself. Some you have to ask us to do it, but many of the things you can actually do yourselves. I'm going to go through the roles again, but if more focused from the facility point of view, the same with the workflow, and mention what help and training is available to facilities. Then if you are a facility in ARIA, what is expected from you? The main and more important role is the service catalog. You are responsible from your offer and for your offer to be clear and to be presented in a user-friendly way to the applicants, and also keep it up to date. If you have a new machine that may be of interest, or your machine is not available for whatever reason, then all of these points needs to be kept up to date in ARIA. If your facility was before only in person and now is also provided by remote access, any important information for the user needs to be kept up to date in the service catalog. Then also there is a service catalog that you fill in through the back end of ARIA, but it's also important that the information you provide in the front end is up to date. If you need to put how to contact the facility or who are the main contact people for the different machines within a facility, all the information needs to be up to date in the front end. The other things we are hoping all facility people do is to keep the communication from users. Once a proposal is approved, the user will contact you to set up the visit. And we are hoping that that communication is happen relatively fast. Otherwise, very soon they come asking us what's going on. Then please keep the communication with users fluid. The other thing is don't suffer in silence. If you have a problem with ARIA, if you think something that is not working, if you think that something is confusing, just get in touch. And as I was saying, if this is a bug, a thing that is not working, just get in touch because we need to work. But if you have ideas of how to make ARIA better, please consider joining the users group, working group. And as you can see, we are mentioning this almost in every talk because we really want to tell you to pursue this avenue. Then those things I described before were of application to all ARIA facilities, being Instruct or not. Then I just want to take a minute, and I hope the non-Instruct people will not get too bored, to review very briefly the things we expect, in particular from the Instruct facilities. Then we, as you know, in Instruct, we provide funding up to a cap. Then it's important that the users know very clearly what they can and cannot do with that visit. Then we are hoping that your communication with the user is clear regarding to all the availability and the visit setup and all of that, and that includes the cost of the visit. We expect publications to acknowledge Instruct, and I know that some of that is out of your hands because it's the users doing the publication, not yourselves, but you are in more close contact with the applicants. Then if you can remind them about the acknowledging in Instruct and how to do it, that will be really important. We are hoping that when you go to conference to present your work, or when the researchers in your facilities go to conference to present their work, they remember to put the Instruct logo and when appropriate, and that they advertise the possibility of accessing the facilities you are showcasing in those presentations. We are also remind you that you can upload collaborations that you have done. They are of proposals that they are similar to the Instruct proposal that but don't have any funding through Instruct. You can still upload those as collaboration in ARIA, and those are eligible proposals to go in. We expect you that you participate in your country centers activities. Some of you are one facility of many facilities in your country, and there has to be some coordination between these activities. We have at the moment a call for training courses for next year, on which you are all invited, all Instruct centers are invited to apply. And please remind us if you are doing training activities that they are similar to the training courses that Instruct funds, but you are not requiring funding, that please get in touch, because we can also put those training courses in our website. And of course, you are reminded of the data management policy when with regard to all access related to our visits. Then, very briefly, these are all the people, all the roles you can have as a facility within ARIA. You have the facility contacts, and it's important that we know the difference between admin, scientific, and technical contact. By admin, we mean the administration people in your department, the people that are going to send their claim forms, that sort of administration. We have the main scientific contacts, that in most cases are the main PIs of your facility, and the technical contacts, they are the people that actually run the facility. Then please make sure that those contacts are up to date and you know who is who and what are the expectations from each one. We have also service and technology administrators, and in some cases when there are many different machine or services in a service technology, we can have different machine administrators. All of this you can change yourself in ARIA. You can go to the backend and change and keep it updated. Also, we expect in particular, and this go back to the Instruct side, I'm not completely sure how it is in other access routes, but we expect each center to send us moderators' names and also reviewers, a pool of reviewers, both internal to Instruct and external. And some of you may be acting as moderators and reviewers, and we will have a separate meeting. We normally have once per year, specifically for those roles. Then this is just, you saw this from Marco's presentations, but I wanted to have a look this from the roles I just mentioned. Then in a case of Instruct, the access is open all the time. We do not have an open call. Then in other cases, there are people involved in setting up these calls for specific timelines, and you have to make sure that your facilities are involved in this if appropriate. When the user apply, obviously we have the interactions between the user and ourselves here, who check for eligibility of the application and contact them, for example, to alert them if their profiles are not filled in, or if they are not eligible for whatever reason to application. But as facilities, you can start getting involved at this point. If your facility, for example, is not accepting new users, this is a moment to let us know, because we can advise the user to pick a different facility. Then from this point onwards, facilities are involved in the application. This involves, again, mainly the access managers, but again, this is still time when you can get in contact with us with any information. Once the proposal is approved, this is, as I say, is crucial that you are in good communication with the user to make sure that the visit is done, is organized in time and form. And I remind you that, at least in the case of Instruct, we are expecting the visit at least to be set up within 6 months of application. And within 1 year, if it hasn't happened, the visit will be closed. Then please keep this communication going as fast as possible. And then, of course, after the visit is finished, we will need your feedback, and we will need the user feedback. The user feedback is not really your responsibility, but we don't consider a visit completed until both feedbacks are in. Then any help from your side to get the feedback from the user is very much appreciated. Then what help is available with problem with ARIA? And my first line there is what I do. When I find that something is not working, the first thing to do is have a go. Click everywhere. What's the worst that can happen? Go and click until something happens. Then please don't go to the last tab where you change information about your facility, because bad things can happen. But in the visit management part, just click and see. Click every arrow, every link, and it's likely you will find what you are looking for. But let's say that you don't find. We do have, and this is the red arrow shows you there, help guides. And they are help guides. We will be talking more about help guides later on, but this is a place where we have put information on how to solve many of the issues. Then you can write your question to the help desk. It's important before you write to the help desk that you have a little thought if the problem is actually a technical problem, an ARIA issue, or it is a management issue. If it is a management issue, you need to contact the access administrator. In Instruct, that means contacting me or anybody in the hub. In INEX, is contact Hans, and in different facilities, is contact different people. If it's a management issue. If it is a technical issue, you can always send your questions to admin @ or support @ or ARIA @ all of them will be answered. But please keep in mind what sort of questions you are having. And then we have training. We don't have as much training as we wish we have. We have managed funding constraint for this, but we try to do at least this once per year to help facility managers. But if you can always, at least the Instruct centers can always contact us for one-to-one if necessary to provide training in different ARIA issues. Then this is what the ARIA training, as I was saying, we have these events like we have today. For Instruct Center, we provide one-to-one as necessary. And with funding permitted, we try to organize staff exchanges. You are all invited to come to visit us to have a one-to-one here with us, if that will be useful to you. And through our projects, we try to visit our facilities to improve ARIA and in general the management of access. And of course there is training, and that's the reason we are taping this today, training available in our website. Then that's it from my side. Then I'm happy to answer any questions now, or we can answer questions later.